Ladies and gentlemen, men don't fall the deepest for the woman who begs them to stay. They don't fall the deepest for the woman who explains, overloves, or sacrifices herself just to be chosen. Men fall the deepest for the woman who had the strength to let them go. And that truth makes a lot of people uncomfortable. Men don't value what they are allowed to mistreat. And that truth is uncomfortable because it exposes how much power boundaries really have. When disrespect is tolerated, it slowly becomes normalized. What once felt unacceptable starts to feel familiar, and familiarity can kill appreciation. It's not that a man wakes up one day and decides to devalue a woman. It happens gradually when there are no consequences for careless words, broken promises, or emotional neglect. Human nature responds to standards. Where there are no standards, effort disappears. When a woman keeps giving access to her time, energy, body, and emotions without requiring respect in return, the message received is not love, but permission. Permission to be inconsistent. Permission to show up halfway. Permission to take without giving back at the same level. Over time, what was once special becomes expected, and what is expected is rarely cherished. Value is created where effort is required, not where everything is freely available, no matter how poorly it's treated. This doesn't mean men are heartless or intentionally cruel. Often they don't even realize what they're doing until it's gone. People tend to appreciate things fully only after they experience the absence of them. When a woman finally stops accepting mistreatment, it disrupts the comfort a man had grown used to. That disruption forces awareness. Suddenly, the emotional labor he never noticed is missing. The support he assumed would always be there is gone. The presence he took for granted becomes a silence he can't ignore. Mistreatment thrives in imbalance. When one person is constantly adjusting, forgiving, and explaining while the other remains unchanged, respect erodes. Not because the woman isn't worthy, but because the dynamic trained him to believe she would stay regardless. Staying through disrespect doesn't prove loyalty. It teaches complacency. And complacency is the enemy of value. The moment mistreatment is no longer tolerated, the dynamic shifts. Standards redefine how someone is allowed to show up. Even if a man doesn't change immediately, the boundary plants a seed of recognition. It communicates that access to a woman's life is a privilege, not a right. That her presence is conditional upon mutual respect, not emotional endurance. Value grows where accountability exists. When poor behavior is met with consequences instead of excuses, perception changes. A woman who refuses to be mishandled doesn't become harder to love. She becomes clearer to understand. Her standards speak louder than arguments ever could. And in that clarity, something powerful happens inside the man who once took her for granted, because now he is forced to confront the cost of treating something valuable as if it were disposable. Letting go is a boundary, not a weakness, and it takes far more strength than holding on to something that is slowly breaking you. Weakness clings out of fear, but boundaries are built from self-awareness. When a woman lets go, she isn't admitting defeat. She is choosing herself over confusion, peace over emotional chaos. Walking away is often the first moment she stops betraying her own needs just to keep someone else comfortable. Many people confuse endurance with love, believing that staying through neglect, mixed signals, or disrespect proves loyalty. In reality, staying without limits teaches others how far they can go without consequence. Letting go interrupts that cycle. It draws a clear line that says, this is where love ends and self-respect begins. That line is not drawn to punish anyone, but to protect what matters most, one's sense of worth. A boundary does not require anger, explanations, or dramatic exits. Sometimes it is quiet, firm, and final. That quiet decision is powerful because it cannot be argued with or manipulated. When a woman lets go without begging or chasing closure, she takes her power back. She stops negotiating her value and starts honoring it. That shift changes how she sees herself long before it changes how others see her. Letting go also forces accountability. When access is removed, excuses lose their strength. Promises that were always postponed suddenly reveal their emptiness. A man who was comfortable doing the bare minimum now has to sit with the reality of his actions. Not because she tried to teach him a lesson, but because her absence becomes the lesson. Choosing to let go is not about giving up on love. It is about refusing to accept a version of love that requires self-abandonment. Real connection cannot exist where one person is constantly shrinking to keep the other from leaving. Boundaries restore balance. They remind both people that love is a choice made daily, not a guarantee earned by tolerance. When a woman lets go from a place of clarity rather than resentment, she walks away intact. She doesn't carry the burden of unanswered questions or unmet expectations anymore. She regains the emotional energy that was being drained by uncertainty. In doing so, she becomes grounded, centered, and unshakable in who she is. That grounded presence speaks louder than any argument because it shows that her strength was never in holding on, but in knowing when to release what no longer honors her worth. Silence forces self-reflection and regret in a way that words never can, because words give people something to push against. Arguments create noise, explanations offer comfort, and emotional reactions soften consequences. Silence removes all of that. When a woman chooses silence instead of pleading or confronting, she creates space where a man can no longer distract himself from his own thoughts. There is nothing to defend against, nothing to dismiss, and nothing to blame except his own actions. In the absence of communication, memory becomes louder. Moments he overlooked start replaying in his mind. The time she supported him without being asked, the patience she showed, the chances she gave when she could have walked away earlier. Silence strips away the illusion that she needed him more than he needed her. It reveals the truth that her presence was a gift, not a guarantee. Silence also removes emotional supply. When there is no reaction, no checking in, and no reassurance, uncertainty sets in. The comfort of knowing she will always respond disappears, and with it goes the sense of control. That lack of control forces reflection. Questions begin to surface that were previously avoided. Was I careless? Did I assume too much? Did I misjudge her value? These questions linger because silence offers no immediate answers. Regret doesn't come from punishment, it comes from realization. When a woman stops explaining herself, a man is left to explain his behavior to himself. The mind fills the quiet with accountability. Every unreturned message, every unspoken thought, every empty space where her voice used to be becomes a mirror. And mirrors don't lie. Silence is powerful because it cannot be manipulated. There is no argument to win, no emotion to twist, no weakness to exploit. It communicates finality without cruelty. It says everything without saying anything at all. That unspoken message often carries more weight than any emotional conversation ever could. Over time, silence transforms into perspective. Distance reveals patterns that closeness hides. A man begins to see the imbalance, the effort she invested, and the ease with which he accepted it. The regret that follows is not loud or dramatic. It is quiet and heavy. It settles in moments of stillness, late at night, or in the middle of distractions that no longer work. Silence doesn't chase, accuse, or demand. It waits. And in that waiting, it forces truth to rise to the surface. Because without noise to escape into, self-reflection becomes unavoidable. Self-worth is more attractive than attachment. Because confidence rooted in self-respect changes how a woman shows up in every interaction. Attachment clings to outcomes, seeks reassurance, and fears loss, while self-worth remains steady regardless of someone else's choices. When a woman knows her value, she doesn't chase validation or overextend herself to feel secure. That calm assurance is felt immediately, even if it isn't spoken. Attachment often disguises itself as love, but it is driven by anxiety. It overgives, overexplains, and overtolerates in hopes of maintaining connection. This energy shifts the balance of power, making one person responsible for keeping the relationship alive, while the other grows passive. Self-worth restores that balance. It allows a woman to give without depletion and to receive without guilt. She no longer needs to prove she is worthy of love because she already believes it. Men respond differently to women who operate from self-worth. There is a natural respect that forms when boundaries are clear and standards are consistent. A woman who values herself doesn't demand effort, she inspires it. Her presence feels earned, not guaranteed. She doesn't threaten to leave to gain control, but she is prepared to walk away if respect disappears. That certainty creates attraction rooted in admiration rather than fear. Self-worth also removes emotional volatility. When a woman is not attached to being chosen, she becomes grounded. She listens without desperation and speaks without insecurity. Her reactions are measured, not reactive. This emotional stability feels safe, yet challenging, because it requires others to rise to her level rather than our on her flexibility. Attachment fears abandonment, but self-worth trusts discernment. Instead of asking, why am I not enough? A self-assured woman asks, is this aligned with what I deserve? That shift in mindset changes everything. It places responsibility back where it belongs, on mutual effort and mutual respect. When self-worth leads, love becomes a choice rather than a need. The woman remains open, warm, and connected, but never at the expense of her dignity. She does not shrink to be loved or stretch herself thin to be kept. Her value is consistent whether someone stays or leaves. That consistency is magnetic because it signals strength without hardness and softness without weakness. A woman grounded in self-worth doesn't try to be unforgettable. She simply is, because she brings a presence that cannot be replaced by someone who is merely available. Walking away creates respect, not loss, because it shifts the meaning of absence. Loss feels accidental, like something slipped away. Walking away is intentional. It communicates choice, clarity, and self-command. When a woman leaves a situation that no longer honors her, she is not disappearing because she lacks value. She is stepping back because she knows it. That distinction changes how her absence is felt. Respect is born when boundaries are enforced. Staying in spaces where effort is one-sided or appreciation is inconsistent sends the message that access is unlimited. Walking away redraws the terms. It shows that presence must be earned and maintained. Even if the decision is misunderstood at first, it eventually registers. A man may not feel loss immediately, but he feels the shift in power the moment her availability ends. What follows is contrast. The energy she once brought becomes noticeable only after it's gone. The emotional stability, the support, the understanding that filled the relationship leaves a vacuum. That vacuum forces comparison. What felt ordinary now feels rare. What was taken for granted now feels irreplaceable. This is not because she tried to make herself missed, but because her absence exposed her value. Walking away also preserves dignity. There is no need for revenge, explanation, or dramatic closure. The decision itself becomes the message. It says enough was enough. That kind of resolve commands respect because it reflects inner strength rather than emotional reaction. People respect what cannot be controlled or coerced. Loss often creates resentment, but walking away creates reflection. It invites a man to revisit his choices without the distraction of constant communication. He begins to recognize patterns he once ignored. The missed calls, the delayed responses, the effort he postponed all come into focus. Respect grows when accountability replaces comfort. Even if a man never returns, walking away still wins. The woman reclaims her energy, her peace, and her direction. She does not carry the weight of staying too long or giving too much. She leaves aligned with herself, not diminished by rejection. Walking away does not mean closing the heart. It means refusing to remain where love requires self-erasure. That decision transforms how she moves forward. She no longer fears being left because she knows she can leave. That knowledge becomes her strength. The respect created by walking away does not rely on someone else's response. It lives in the way she stands taller, speaks clearer, and chooses differently going forward. In that space, loss no longer defines the ending because respect has already rewritten the story